legitimately 4 minutes ago. I don't know why it does that. They don't like to refresh, I guess. Which is a problem.
What do we figure about the graphics?
All right, here we go for game number 2 on the day. Tigers taking on Golden State. Just before this match, we saw the Montana team we played this morning up against Littleton's 13U group. That was a 6-2 game. So Montana handling business this weekend. I was told that was their 6th game of this showcase. They have about 13 skaters, so certainly those boys looked a little bit tired, but still able to get things done. As the boys look to get warmed up here, get their skates under them, I heard about a lot of naps in cars between games, and so hopefully they come out strong in this game. Should see Landon in net for this one. And again, a full squad of skaters, so we'll have all, I believe, 18 if I'm doing my math right. Generally 4 lines of forwards, 3 lines of D. Everybody healthy and raring to go. Not Cruin. Cruin is not here this weekend. So only 5 back on defense. I did promise John that I'd keep an eye on my phone during this game, so if there are issues during the broadcast, certainly I'm sure I'll get a text, but we also have, I believe, the YouTube chat up to keep an eye on that, YouTube or Facebook, whatever y'all are corresponding through. So if there are issues, please do let us know. We'll try and keep an eye on the chat as best we can. Tigers coming to the ice looking for a fast start. We're going to have AJ with Steven as your wings. Henry at center. Jared going to start on defense. Back with possibly Josh. That is Josh on the left D, Jared on the right D. Steven on your near wing, AJ on your far wing. Again, Tigers looking for a fast start to this game, build some confidence. Draws one back by Golden State, turned up. Josh is going to collect that, sends it across ice to Steven. Steven going the other direction with it. He gets pressured but shrugs that off. Chips it up the boards to Henry. Steven almost gets it out himself. Now Josh is going to have to collect that behind, sends it up for AJ, who's got some space. He chips that up for Henry. Henry's going to chase that down, so there is no chance for icing there. Henry working, he's got Steven supporting him. So 2 Tigers on the puck in the corner below the goal line. That gets sent to your near side. No Tigers there to get that. That squirts out of the zone. Jared can't quite handle that one. Gets just past him. Henry collects it, and he's going to skate it behind the net. Looking at his options, sends it to Steven, who's got some space. He's going to wheel it up. He's got AJ on his left. Through traffic, he does get that deep into the zone. AJ's got time to get there. A couple of Tigers going for a change, so AJ tries to send it. Didn't see there was a change happening, I don't think there. We do have Easton on the ice now, joined by Preston on the wing. And that's Marshall, tries to go for the hit, but a little bit late. So he goes into the boards hard. That's Jax with the puck now. Jax sends it up to AJ. AJ gets it across ice to Preston. AJ's going to go for a change, and so fresh line of forwards now. That's Colton coming on the ice for AJ. Colton pressures the puck carrier. Jax now trying to steer this. That gets deflected high into the netting. So you're going to have Easton at center with Colton and Preston as his wings. On the ice for defense looks to be Jackson Josh. Easton on the puck drop. That does get sent back, and Colton's going to be able to get there first. Tries to work it into the zone, but good stick work by Golden State. Colton sends that in and around. Goalie stops it behind his own net. That's sent back up to the point. Josh is going to retreat. And that's Jack sending it up the boards. Now Jack's still working the puck with Preston's help. Golden State able to collect that puck. That goes up, but not into the net. So now Josh collecting it in the zone. Turns it back the other direction into a couple of Golden State players. That does get swept out to Preston, who tries to get that across but can't. He keeps the pressure on the boards, and Easton able to gather that for a second but can't get control of the puck. So now Colton's going to take a turn. That comes to Jax, who's on the ice now. Preston makes a change. Fresh on the ice is Teague. Now it might be Brody on the left wing. On boards, we've got Teague pressuring there. He does deflect it, can't quite find it, but gets it out to Brody. Brody's bringing it up the ice, throws it at the net, and the goalie has to shrug that one off. Bit of an awkward save, but the save was made. So Tate on the ice as well. So your forwards are Tate, Brody, and Teague. On defense, you've got Jackson, Jared. Jared on the near side, Jackson on the far side. Tate's going to take the drop. Does win that back to Jax. Jax sends it into the glove of the waiting goalie. So we'll get a face-off number 2 in the Tigers zone. Change coming on defense. That's going to be Marshall coming on for Jared. Tate sweeps out one to the boards. Teague hustled over to collect it, but pile of players there. And Jax sends it at the net again for another face-off. Tate wins that back to Marshall. Marshall tries to get that through traffic, deflected to the side. Teague chips that forward, keeps it below the goal line. That comes back out to the point. Jax is going to take another shot. Another one gets through, but this time with the rebound, so a little bit of traffic. Tigers can't collect it. Now Golden State trying to send that out. Nice breakout by Golden State, but he's going to have some trouble getting it too deep as the Tigers are there to wait for him. That's going to be offsides by a whole bunch, so we'll see if they call it intentional. That looks like we'll have it face off at center ice. Hunter into the action here. So Hunter and Miles as your wings, Gavin as your center, Jared on your near D, Josh on your far D. Golden State throws that up the boards. Josh collects it, tries to send it across. Can't. Golden State able to gain the zone briefly. I thought that came out, but refs let him play on. Josh gets that, sends it over to Hunter. Hunter trying to find some space, turns and throws it. And Gavin going to put some pressure on. Golden State able to work that up the boards. Josh gets it after Jared slows up the puck carrier and forces the turnover there. Josh sends it down to the other end for an icing. Coming in on defense, we have Jax. Line of forwards is going to be Henry, AJ, and Steven. Marshall on your near side D. Face off one back by Henry. Marshall chips it. Henry gets it, sends it around for Jax. Jax skips over his stick, but now Jax battling, so 3 Tigers on the puck. AJ tries to squirt that out. Does. That puck sent wide by Golden State. Steven hustles to get there. Turns it back the other direction. Steven battling through. Still Steven working the puck. He's got Marshall helping him out. That's sent to the front of the net dangerously. Golden State can't collect it. Oh, and an awkward deflection and in. So Golden State up 0-1 with 10:57 in the first period. Tigers just not able to gather the puck in there and get any real control to get it up out of the zone. So trying to get that point back, we'll send Easton, Colton, and Preston on as forwards. We've got Jack on the ice. At defense on your near side D. That's Josh working over the puck, chips it up to Colton. Colton pressuring. Golden State sends that up to the waiting man on the boards. They get it to the center. He shoots it, but it goes into Josh's skates. Another shot. Landon able to keep that in front of him. Landon trying to sit on the puck, can't, but that's chipped out by the Tigers. And so now Colton in a one-on-one battle. Throws it at the net, and the goalie has to stretch for that one. Easton can't quite get there on the rebound. Or that was Preston trying to get to the rebound, excuse me. Easton comes off the boards with that, can't quite push it to the front for Colton. Preston shoots it at the goalie's leg, and that gets past Easton. So now Golden State coming up the ice with the puck. Jack is going to force a pass there. And goal number 2 for Golden State with 9:59 in the first period, 0-2. Onto the ice for the Tigers, we've got Teague on your near side wing, Brody on your far side wing. Center is going to be Tate. Jared in on defense with Jax. Teague able to hold the zone there, but then loses the puck trying to take the shot, so the Tigers will reset. That's Brody sending it to Jared. Jared up the ice, tried for either Teague or Tate. Either one of them was kind of there, but just managed to get it in between them. Golden State again able to gain the zone. And Tigers able to make him work outside there where they'd prefer to have him. Both those goals came with open ice in center. Teague pressures the puck, makes the puck carrier go to the outside. Jared with a good stick there. That comes up to Teague. Oh, and a stick goes in the air. Landon's going to go ahead and get the puck stop. Onto the ice for the Tigers, we have Josh on defense, Marshall are the other D-man. We've got Miles, Gavin taking that face off, and Hunter pressuring the puck there. Landon able to cover that one up, so we'll get another face off. Gavin at the dot. Again, Miles and Hunter as his wings. Josh and Marshall on defense. Marshall on the near D. The puck sent wide by Golden State. Marshall sends it up the board for Miles. Miles in a 3-on-1 battle, able to get that out. But no Tiger there able to collect it. Josh gets it now and sends it up for Hunter. But again, Golden State there at the point to shoot that one high. A turn and shoot goes into the shins of Marshall. And Hunter finally able to get that out of the zone for the Tigers. Marshall gets that, tries to chip it up. Hunter working hard, turns and looks, sends it up out of the zone for the Tigers. Back in for Golden State. And Marshall with the stick lift there, prevents the shot. Gavin works that up the boards. And now Gavin, able to get in front of that, has an opportunity. Gavin's still working the puck. He has Miles in front, gets it to Miles. Now Hunter. Hunter can't get a hold of it. Jared on the ice on defense. Sends it deep. Miles collects it behind the net, gets it to Hunter, who gets it a shot off. Hunter tries to backhand that to Gavin. Can't do it. Held in the zone there. Off the goalie's legs. And Miles pressuring on the boards with Hunter. So it's a battle. Miles and Hunter working. Puck comes out. Jared keeps it in, sends it up to Gavin, who can't collect the puck, and Golden State's going to send that down the ice for they say no icing. So Jared's going to skate with that behind the net, chips it up, gets it into the legs of the attacker, but now up to Miles, who collects briefly, takes the hit, and thrown back in. Jack's on the ice for defense. He's pressuring the puck, thrown in front, now back deep. So now Jack's around to work that puck in the corner. He has help from Gavin. AJ's come on the ice at left wing. Miles had that knocked loose briefly. That's to Jared, who sends it up the boards. Gavin pressuring the puck. As Miles goes for a change on the ice for the Tigers, it's Steven. AJ pressures the puck there. Sent out to the side by Jax. Jared collects it, looks up ice. Almost to AJ, but just a bit behind him, unfortunately. So into the zone. Henry now on the ice for the Tigers at center. He's got the puck. He sees Steven wide. Great stick there by Golden State. Has to hold up briefly to clear the zone, preventing offsides. Golden State getting the change. Jared sends it into the legs of Henry. Now Jax sends it up ice. Can't quite find Steven, but does get it out of the zone. Bounces out to the Golden State puck carrier. Landon able to send that wide behind the net. Jared chips that out. Henry now with the puck. Takes it away, sends it up to AJ. And it could be a 2-on-2 here. AJ chips it off the boards, but can't get past the skater in front of him. Golden State sends that around, but Josh onto the ice, able to hold the zone and now skating it in deep as Steven goes for a change. And Josh with an amazing shot makes it 1-2. So with 5:09, Tigers put a puck in the back of the net. Josh got that on the short side up over the goalie's shoulder. Great top shelf shot. Josh, our goal scorer, is going to stay on the ice, joined by Marshall back on defense. Up front, we've got Easton, Colton, and Preston. And that's going to go into the bench. We'll have a face-off in center ice again. One back by Golden State. They try to send it up the boards, but Preston there to steal the puck and take it in. He sends it. A goalie has to shrug that one off into the corner, held in the zone by Josh. Josh sends it toward the net, but not through traffic. Colton working to try and get the puck there. It stays in the zone briefly, but now out. Josh gathers the puck and sends it back the other direction. They'll say no icing, and so Easton's going to go pressure the puck in the corner. Easton and Preston battling to try and dig that out. Easton comes away with it briefly, and Golden State able to collect it and come the other direction. That's Marshall with some solid contact. Jared on the ice on defense. Turn-in shot, and Landon's able to gather that in for a face-off in the Tigers zone. Forwards coming onto the ice it's going to be that line of, I believe it's Tate, Brody, and Miles. Defense is Jack and Jax. That puck comes up into the air, gloved down by Teague. I apologize, that's Teague out there, joined by Brody and Tate. Oh, and that one somehow pinballs its way through. Landon smothers it so that we can get a face-off here, and coaches are going to make a change up front. That's going to be Gavin, Miles, and Hunter. So Gavin, Miles, and Hunter. Defense is Jax and Jack. Oh, face-off one, and a shot that I don't know that Landon saw, but he's able to make the save. A couple dangerous opportunities there, but keeps the puck out of the net. Jack's pressuring here, sent it to the center, but can't connect on that as Golden State. And now Gavin turns it up ice, gets it to Miles. Miles across center ice, sends it past the defender. Miles battling in the corner, that comes to the center, and the Golden State goalie going to cover that up for a face-off with 3:24 left in the first period, 1-2. Defense now is Marshall on your near D, Josh on your far D. Gavin's going to take this face-off with Hunter to his left and Miles to his right. Face-off won by Gavin. Marshall gets it and sends it deep into the zone. Puck behind the net, Hunter pressuring. Golden State turns it the other direction. That puck comes off the boards to Miles. Miles working it along the boards. Gavin's going to go help him out, and does. Miles comes away with the puck below, gets that to Gavin on the backhand. Gavin turns and shoots and in to make it a 2-2 game. So that's going to be an assist for Miles and a goal for Gavin on a great effort play by Miles there. Great shift overall for Miles, really just working to get that puck into the zone, keep it deep, held in by Marshall, getting it back deep there. Gavin and Miles working in the corner together, and a fantastic pass and a shot to the far side of the goalie for goal number 2 at 2:58 in the first period, 2-2 game. On the ice now for the Tigers, we've got Henry, Steven, and AJ as our forwards, as Steven skates through the puck carrier there, which gives Henry an opportunity to get that puck deep into the zone. That's Steven flashing. Henry comes away with the puck, sends it at the net. AJ working, and now Steven behind the net, pressuring. Golden State tries to rim that around, is able to work it past Marshall. That's Josh now, though, going to collect the puck, skate it behind the Tigers' net. Sends it up to Steven. Steven chips it back up the boards. Henry able to get it out of the zone. Golden State sends it across the ice. AJ goes with speed. That's off the glass. Now Henry able to collect it. He's got Steven. Henry takes the shot, and it almost sneaks in there. So Steven working with AJ. AJ gets it, turns the puck, gets it into the skates of the Golden State skater in front of him. And that's going to be called an offsides. And we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. Coach going to send some fresh legs on here. This is going to be Easton taking the face-off with Preston and Colton as his wings. Jared's back on defense on your near D. That's Preston pressuring on the board. Easton able to glove that one down and get it into the zone. So Tigers playing with a little bit of jump, a little bit of confidence after these 2 goals. That's Colton pressuring. Jared able to collect it and send it up the ice and out of the zone. Golden State able to work that to the center of the ice. Josh able to just get in the shooter's arms and prevent him from having anything real good, but does lose the puck right in front of the net. Easton able to collect it, though, and he's going to send that up the ice off the boards, try and collect it himself. Does get it deep. We do have a change on defense. Both boys looks like. Jack's now. Jared off the ice, but Jack on. It is Jack on the ice. So defense is Jack and Jax. As Golden State gets that to the point, kicked down by Jax. Off the side of the cage there, dangerous, still a rebound. Jack tries to sweep that out, but can't. Jax gets that up to Preston. Preston sends that across for Colton, and now a one-on-one. Colton sends it to the net. Goalie able to send that to the other side. Held in the zone. This is Tate on the ice, I think. Yeah, that is Tate on the ice for the Tigers. Preston also able to make a change, so Teague now on the ice as well. And Colton's going to go with 20 seconds left. We've got a fresh line of forwards, but what we're worried about here is the defense. And so Jax riding that Golden State player into the boards. With under 10 seconds here, Teague is going to try and get it into the zone for one last shot. He just sweeps that into the corner, and at the end of one, it is a 2-2 game after, I think, some of those car naps might have been tough to recover from, but the boys found their legs in the second half of that period to equalize and make it a 2-2 game. Goals from Josh and Gavin. Josh, I think, is going to go on the books as likely unassisted. He brought it all the way down the ice, was really just buying time as the Tigers, a couple of them making a change. So he was just keeping it in there, saw his opportunity and took it. And again, just some great play out of Miles to get us that second goal. Good effort by all the boys, but really he was battling on the boards, worked it behind the net, and able to get that puck up to Gavin, who sent it into the goalie's far side in the back of the net. Hey.
We got 24 viewers.
24 viewers watching this game. We appreciate all of you. So to start this second period, coaches sent out Henry at center, AJ on your near wing. That's going to be Steven on your far wing. Defense is Josh and Marshall. And Josh and Marshall working early here. Josh able to chip that out. Now AJ is going to race for that puck. One hand on the stick, trying to skate it forward. Can't quite collect it. Good effort there, but does get the zone for the Tigers, rimmed around by Golden State. Henry's going to try and hold the zone. That comes up and out. They say not out. So Josh able to kind of lob one in. And now AJ kicks that down and just a swing and a miss, but Henry there to try. Into the well, there's Steven pressuring and down the ice. Henry turns that one out and out of the zone. Oh, they say offsides. That one looked good to me. I have to agree with the fans there. That looked onside. So a fresh five for the Tigers. It's going to be Jared back on defense. Up front, we're going to have Gavin, Hunter, and Miles. Jack's also on defense. So Jack's near D. That's Hunter able to turn that one up the boards. And Hunter gets that forward after Gavin works. He gets that across, but not quite to Miles. But Hunter back to it, chips it back toward Miles again, working on those far boards. Hunter again to the puck. Miles also gets it there for a brief second. Golden State coming away with it briefly. Sent around and up the boards. Jack's able to hold the zone, sends it into the Golden State player, but collected by Gavin, who had a good shot there, but fought off by the Golden State goalie. Miles chips that up the boards. Now Hunter going to have to work for it. And that's up and out for Golden State. That's Jared working with a great stick there from Jared. Gavin briefly has the puck, but takes the hit there. Sticked down by Jax, sent over for, I believe that's Gavin, who sends it to the near side here, collected by Hunter, skates it into the zone. Hunter sends it wide to the far side. Josh on the ice for defense there, able to hold the zone. Hunter turns, and a rebound opportunity there for Miles, not able to get it past the goalie, so Miles pinned it to the boards. I think that's Preston on the ice for the Tigers. Preston working. And that comes out of the zone. On defense, that's going to be Jack pressuring the puck. It just hits the side of the cage for Golden State. Jack gets it up the boards a little bit. Preston there, and that goes wide of the net to the near side. Josh looking ahead of him, sees Colton, and that's going to go for an icing. Looks like your forward line is going to be Easton, Colton, and Preston. Defense is Josh and Jax. Puck one back, sent to the net, but goes wide for Golden State. Colton's going to be over there. Golden State sweeps that back deep. Sent it to the center. Preston chips that up to Colton, who gains his own with speed, throws it at the net. There is a rebound. So Preston playing that on the boards. That comes up and out. That was off Jack's skate. Jack now carried in by Easton. Leaves it for Preston. Easton able to get that to the goalie, but not through. That's going to be a trip, and so the Tigers will go on the power play with 12:35 in the second period. We're going to see that power play unit we've been seeing here this year. So it's going to be AJ, Easton, Colton, Josh, and Preston on that power play unit now. So Easton taking the face off. Wins that kind of to himself. Sends that to the near side. This is AJ pressuring on the boards. And Golden State able to collect and get that up. Josh now gathers it, and he's going to be pressured behind the net. He turns it up ice, and he's going to go. So one of our goal scorers here is separated. Good contact by Golden State to separate Josh from the puck there. They rim it around. Comes off the glass weird to Preston at center ice. So Golden State will send it the other way. Now Colton going to have to step up and hold the zone there. Does. AJ squirts around and gets that puck on net. Rebound there. A backhand attempt by Preston that goes wide of the net, and that'll come around and out. Refs say no icing, so Josh is going to have to skate to go get that, and that wasn't going to go the whole way, so good call there by the refs. Josh sends it to Easton. And we are under a minute left on that power play. It's Easton with the puck, sends it to the net. AJ now gets the puck. Oh, I take that back. That's Tate on the ice for the Tigers and sends it at the net. Henry on the ice as well with 30 seconds now. So Steven pressuring the puck carrier, sends it around to Teague. Teague sends it toward the net, and the goalie able to cover that one up with 18 seconds left in the power play for the Tigers. So looks like it's going to be Gavin Hunter and Miles on the ice for the Tigers up front. Jax and Jared back on defense. So this is the line that scored goal 2, and some good passing here, but gets hung up in the feet of the Golden State players with under 10 seconds counting down on this power play. That's sent to the net by Jax. Goalie sends it off to the boards. Jax now sending another one into the goalie, and we are playing full-strength hockey as Golden State sends their 5th man back onto the ice. Able to work that up the boards. They get it into the zone. Landon sends that off into the corner. Jared's going to use his body and send onto the net. Landon able to keep that out of the net for us. Back to the point, and they're going to send that around behind and in off the back of the cage. Jack's able to collect the puck. Miles working to try and get that out, and they're going to call for the hit from behind there. So Tigers will go back on the power play with 9:56 left in the second period. Looks like they're going to give that power play unit another try here. Easton taking your face off with Preston on his left. Looks like Henry on his right this time. Back on defense, Colton and Josh. That looks like Henry skating it around to get Colton. Colton winds up, sends it for a rebound, and that's going to be swept in by Preston. Tigers take the 3-2 lead on the power play. That should be a assist from Colton and Henry, with a goal from Preston. So Henry will stay on the ice, joined by his line of AJ and Steven. That's Marshall playing the puck on defense, joined by Josh on the left D. And that's going to be an offsides. Henry wins that over to Steven. Steven's battling, keeps it in the zone. Henry collects the puck, sends it to AJ. Can't settle it down, but does gather it in the corner, sends it back to the center. Nobody there to collect it. Marshall steps up there, and still Marshall with the puck. Tries to get that through some traffic, can't quite do it. Marshall does get it again, sends it back into Henry. Golden State turns that around, and Henry able to step up there with an opportunity after a weird bounce. AJ and Josh working together there. Josh sends it to AJ. AJ with a shot. Goalie gets that behind the net. AJ battling behind the boards, or behind the net. Tries to turn it. Works on collecting it himself. Steven getting into the action on the near side. So Steven and AJ trying to work. AJ trying to squirt it out. It does, but takes the hit, sends it around. And now Henry's going to work. That's Marshall gloves it down, and now to the other side again where AJ is going to have the puck, centers it, gets it to the goalie. Steven battling in front there, gets down onto his butt. And AJ able to pick the pocket of the puck carrier there, sends it at the net, but sent wide. And that will go for not icing, so that's Josh sending it up the ice. AJ there. Now Tate on the ice for the Tigers, as we are seeing some changes here. That's going to be Teague with the puck, sends it at the net, and the goalie is going to glove that one with just under 8 minutes, 7:56 left in the second period. The clock says 1-2. I believe it is 3-2. So on the ice for the Tigers, you've got Tate on the faceoff with Brody and Teague. Teague gets that, takes some contact, stays on his feet. You've got Jared on the ice back on defense with the Jacks. Golden State able to send that deep in the zone. Jared's going to have to skate to get there first, and does. Brody looks over his shoulder. Into the skates of a couple different players there. The physicality picked up a little bit here for sure. And Jared's got that one pinned to the boards. Tate able to get it into his skates there to break up the play for a second. And now Teague chips it up, but not out. Landon makes the first save, doesn't know where that one went, but it works out for him for now. Centering pass still loose in front of the net. And the wraparound attempt denied by I believe that was Brody coming around to save us there on the wraparound attempt. That puck sent high, so Golden State hunting to equalize the game here with a good amount of pressure. Tigers just not able to quite slow them down. The pass across broken up there by Tate. Landon able to make that save. Brody, the Tigers could use a stop here for sure. Just an ice would do it. Just something to get these boys a break, as we've been pinned in our zone here for a minute. That's Jax skating it around. And a couple boys getting tangled up on this side. Looks like Tate, their helmets got stuck together. And so the ref comes in and literally separates them. That'll give the Tigers an opportunity to get some new skaters on the ice. They're going to say that faceoff is coming out of the zone. So you'll have Gavin, Hunter, and Miles as your line of forwards. Back on defense, we've got Josh and Jack. That's one back. Gavin able to chip that out of the zone for the Tigers. Hunter pressuring the puck carrier. Gets a bit of a stick on it, which makes it hard for them to collect. Josh will get that behind the net, turn it back the other direction, gets that up to Hunter, who's got some time to break out here. He sends it across for Miles. Golden State sends that back up the ice. And Landon able to save a quality shot there from Golden State. The forwards are going to stay the same, Gavin, Miles, and Hunter. Defense is going to be Jackson, Marshall. Golden State wins that back. Marshall jumps toward it. Now the puck below the goal line. Jax sends it up the boards. Gathered at the point by Golden State. Marshall kicks that one to the side. Down around the boards by Golden State. Chipped up by Jax. Hunter now doing some work trying to throw that out of the zone, and Golden State able to sustain some pressure here the last few minutes. Oh, and that was, Gavin thought he could jump that, just not quite fast enough to get there. This is Marshall getting it up the boards. Gathered at the point again by Golden State. Miles now working to finally get that out of the zone, and that should be an offsides. So Golden State playing some quality hockey right now, holding the zone. Plenty of chances. Landon standing tall for us at the moment. So we've got Easton, Colton, and Preston on the ice. At front, Josh in back with Jared. Easton shoves that forward for Colton, who can't quite get there. Josh gets it. up the boards and out. Golden State sends it in the ice for an offside, into the zone. That'll be offsides. And they're going to say that's going to be a face-off. Still neutral zone, but on the nice end for the Tigers with 4:43 in the second period. Preston steps up and pressures that one. Golden State D to D. That gets past Jared, but he's able to squirt it back up. Colton gloves that one down. He's going to gain the zone with some speed. Tries to shoot it between the skater in front of him's legs. Can't quite get it through. So Golden State with the breakout attempt here, and quality attempt, as they are going to gain the zone. Jared able to slow the puck carrier some. That does get through to the net. Landon has to fight that one off. Good stick work by Golden State into the shins of Josh and out of the zone. Josh is going to step up on that one. Now Preston pressuring. Golden State sends it into the zone. They're going to dump and change as Josh gathers the puck, looks ahead of him and sends it up ice for Colton. Colton dumps it into the zone. Preston's going to go for the change. So Steven comes on for Preston. Jared went off as well, so Marshall back on defense as Steven fresh onto the ice working to hold the zone for the Tigers. Easton collects that on his backhand to his forehand. Leaves that for Josh. Josh sends it in wide of the net. Steven chases that down. Around the boards, Josh able to hold the zone. Sends it toward the net into the waiting stick of a Golden State player. Josh able to reach and get that puck, preventing a bit of a breakout opportunity there. Josh getting a change now. Jack onto the ice. Easton also now going for a change. Henry onto the ice for him as the puck is pinned below the goal line by, I believe, Steven and Colton. Just under 3 minutes left in this period. Golden State able to get that out. We've got a whistle. Looks like Colton headed to the box, as is one of theirs. So we're going to call them offsetting. I think they were tangled up a little bit behind the play. We'll play 5-on-5 hockey, but both teams with a player in the box. 2:43 in the second period. It's going to be AJ Henry and Steven on the ice for your forwards. Jax and Marshall on defense. As Steven gets that, sweeps it forward. Henry collects that. Now battling along the boards. Still has the puck. Henry with the shot. Goalie able to glove that one and cover it with 2:29 left in the second period. Coming on for defense is Josh on your near side, Jared on your far side, as Henry skates to the dot for the faceoff. One over to Steven. Steven gets it behind. Oh, he faked like he was going to go behind the net, which created an opportunity there. He tried to jam it in as the goalie started going, but the goalie got back and able to cover that one up. Well played battle here by both teams. Henry wins that face-off to Steven, who had it briefly but just couldn't quite gather it. Jared able to hold the zone, they say. AJ working behind the net, had it for a second. Golden State sweeps it to the side. Steven collects it, buys some space, sends it in front for the tip-in by AJ. So effort play there. Again, AJ battling, gets it to Steven, who through some solid work able to collect, buy some time, and finds AJ in front for the tap-in. So with 2:01 left in the second period, it's going to be 4-2 Tigers. On for the Tigers now, we've got Brody on your near wing, Tate taking the face off Teague on your far wing. That comes back to Jack, who's in on defense. And Brody, Tate able to collect that, send it over for Teague. And the ref is going to get the penalty there. So the Tigers will go on the power play with 1:48 left in the second period. Teague getting dragged down from behind a little bit. And I think he got tangled up some and just kind of held him up a little bit there. Coach is going to lead that forward line of, I scratch that. Looks like Steven in for the faceoff with Teague on his left, Tate on his right. Defense is Jax and on the near side as Teague gets that and sends it to a waiting Steven who just misses. I think that's maybe Henry back on defense on the far side. It is. As Teague carries it in and shoots it into the shin pads of the Golden State skater. Tate wanted to turn that to the point, but there was nobody home for him. So this will be Henry gaining the zone. Gets it behind the net. Oh, Henry wanted Teague on the far side, and Golden State's going to send that down for an icing with 1:20 left on the power play for the Tigers. 1:07 left in the period. It's going to be AJ on your near wing, Easton with the faceoff, Preston on your far wing, Josh on your near D. Far D is going to be Brody. So AJ to Brody. Brody with a quality shot just sent high. Oh, and almost shoved in there by AJ or Easton on the far side. Golden State's goalie able to cover that one up for another faceoff attempt, or another faceoff here. Just under 1:56 left in this period. Brody off, Jax on for defense as AJ works below the goal line. That comes around the point and chipped out for Golden State. Jax able to get there, but Golden State still sweeps that through, and an amazing play by Golden State. Short-handed to make it 4-3 with 35 seconds left. Great effort there by Golden State. Really just had to battle through a couple of Tigers players and able to get a quality shot in over, I believe, over Landon's shoulder there. But really just a great effort play by Golden State, again, to make it 4-3. So Tigers still on the power play. That was a shorthanded goal. So with 35 seconds, it's going to be Easton. He's got Preston on his far side, AJ on his near side. Golden State gathers the puck, turns it up ice, and sends it in. Josh is going to have to work to get there as he's got a Golden State player coming in on him. AJ collects that puck and is skating it up ice. And that's going to be an offsides with 16 seconds left. Easton gets that to the side to Preston, but it squirts past Colton with 10 seconds left. He sends it over to Josh. Josh kind of loses the handle there. And so now AJ able to get it up ice, but not enough time to do much with it. And so that'll do it for the second period. 4-3. Tigers in the lead at the end of 2. Tigers will start this third period with 12 seconds left on the power play. So we'll see if the Tigers can protect the lead here in the third period. Maybe add to it would be even better. With each goal, it feels like these boys are gaining a little bit more confidence, skating a little bit faster, coming together as a team. So I think that game this morning, it really was a quality hockey game. They learned, I think, from some of those boys on the Montana team, watching them play and having to learn how to defend that style of hockey. Has this team playing in that style a little bit. So we'll start the third period again on the power play here for 12 seconds. To have that last bit of power play time is going to be Steven at center, Teague on your near wing, I believe Tate on your far wing. Back on defense is Henry and Jax. Puck stays where it is on the drop. Tate skates in and collects it, gains the zone. Steven working there to try and gather the puck. We're now skating 5-on-5 as Tate turns and shoots, sends that puck wide. We are playing full-strength hockey. The penalty boxes are now empty, so those two that tangled earlier are out of the box. Teague turns and shoots. That one gets sent high by the goalie. Steven keeps it. That puck is loose and sent out of the zone by Golden State. So Henry gathers that, sends it to the boards. This is going to be Henry again looking up ice. Tries to find Tate, who can't quite turn on it. Miles has joined the action, and that's Miles with the puck. And a couple Tigers take each other out there as Golden State dumps it into the zone. Henry turns and looks. Oh, but didn't see the Golden State player skating up next to him there. Sent to the center. Golden State not able to get a stick on it. And Teague trying to chop that one out. Can't, but collects it in. And now Teague able to get that puck out and down the ice. Both defenders going for a change. We've got Josh and Jack on the ice. As the battle at center ice, Miles gets it for a second, can't quite get there. But Hunter freshly on the ice, able to collect it at center ice. Shoots it, goalie gets a kick save there. And that's Tate to Hunter, who can't quite find Miles waiting in front of the net. And now the other way for Golden State. Jack is going to... Great stick work by Jack to poke this puck off the puck carrier's stick. And that's turned and lifted out of the zone by Tate, who's now going to make a change, as is Miles. Gavin onto the ice for the Tigers. Preston joins him up front as well. And that's going to be a great pass from Jack to Hunter. Hunter sends that wide of the net. Gavin chasing the puck. And a battle on the boards here. Gavin trying to hold the zone with Preston, and I think that's Hunter at the bottom. Not Hunter, that's Hunter coming in on the backside there. Gavin chopping at it and able to hold the zone, get it to Hunter, who sends it to the goalie, sent wide by the goalie, sticked away safely. Up to the point to Josh, who sends it in deep. Gavin there, but a bouncy puck in this third period, hard to settle down. Gavin turns it toward the net. Now on the backhand for Gavin. Gavin just trying to buy some room, throws it, and it goes wide of this near side of the net. Hunter finishes check on the board. Josh here on the puck carrier. And turned aside, and with lots of room in front of him is Preston. He's going to carry it deep as the Tigers make the change. That's off the side of the cage. We've got Colton on the ice now with Preston is still with the puck. Easton joins his line mate there. Jared tries to send that up the boards, but cut off and taken by Golden State. Landon gets that one wide of the net. That's Easton flashing in and able to do some work, and Landon's going to cover that up with 12:27 in the 12:26 now in the third period. 4-3 score, still Tigers' favor. The Tigers are going to make that change it forward. It'll be Henry, Steven, and AJ. We've got Marshall on your near side, D. I believe Jack's on your far side, D, if I'm seeing that bubble right. So that's sent to the center. AJ working the puck carrier there and turns and comes away with the puck. He's got Steven going up ice with him. AJ's going to throw that into the zone, onto the goalie. Steven's going to collect it on the boards, take some contact, but Henry gets that and throws it at the net, comes out for a rebound, but Tiger's not able to collect it. Jared skating backwards. And now collected by Henry, who's going to come around, send it up the boards. Steven there battling for it. Golden State comes off the boards with the puck, sent to the net. Landon there to keep it out. Jared leaning on the guy on the boards behind the net. Golden State still with the puck. Henry now working to try and get that. Does break it loose and has ice in front of him. Henry going. He's got AJ trailing. Henry's going to dump that into the zone. Goalie behind the net to play it. That's AJ. Gets it but can't quite get it off the boards cleanly. Back to the point. Sent toward the net by Jax. Now on the other side, Tate on the ice for the Tigers at wing. That's Teague also on the ice. As AJ will go for a change here, Jax has the puck, sends it up to Teague. Teague gets it across the ice toward Tate, and now Tate going to get it off the pass off the boards there. Golden State sweeps that out, and Jack is going to have to get that, chips it up the boards, collected by Brody, and a bouncy puck gains the zone. Swept aside by Josh, and now the Tigers could have an odd man rush here. Teague with the puck, leaves it for Brody. Brody takes the shot. Teague tries to turn and fire that off the back of the goalie. Can't get it lifted quite enough, and so now the other way for Golden State. That's Brody turning the puck carrier aside. Puck carrier past Jack, and now Josh gets that up. So Jack able to slow the puck carrier for Josh, who's able to get it now back to the other end. Josh leaves it for Brody, who can't just quite get a stick on it. And we'll have a face-off after some action there. Let me catch my breath with 10:03 left in this third period. Tigers forwards are going to be Easton, Colton, and Preston. Your defense is Jax on the far side, Marshall on the near side. That puck gets left, and that was, I think, Preston able to skate in and get a shot there. Bouncing puck goes harmlessly to the near side of the net. Battle on the boards here. I think that's Marshall now to Preston. Preston gets that up and out of the zone for the Tigers. Turned and thrown in. That'll be an offsides. Coach is going to leave the lines as they are. So Easton at the dot again. Marshall and Jackson on D. Marshall on near side, Jax on the far side. That puck went to the side by Easton. Preston had jumped in to get it and skated past it. So Golden State gets that across ice. That's going to be Jax now turning it back the other way for Easton, who can't quite chip it past the skater in front of him. Colton tries to pin to the boards, but Jax is going to collect it with time. Looks, sends that up ice to Preston. Now the other way for Golden State, who sends it up the boards. Marshall misses the first attempt, but the battle gets it again. And now turned back, that's to Preston to Colton. Colton's going to dump it on net as Preston goes for a change. That's Miles onto the ice for the Tigers. As Marshall surveys, sends it to Easton, who now gets it to Miles fresh onto the ice. Colton tries to take the shot there, but can't get it through the traffic. Jared just joined the action on defense, so he's your near side D. Tigers with the puck behind the net. That's Easton. Colton sends it up the boards, and nobody there to get that puck. So now Golden State going the other way. They send it into the zone. Josh is on the ice for the Tigers, and he's going to get that. Looks up, sees Miles on the near side. Miles makes a move, and we're going to get another power play for your Tigers with 8 minutes, 11 seconds to play in this third period. Tigers would love to have another goal here. A little bit of a buffer in this third period would be nice. Power play unit is going to be Tate with Steven taking the face-off, Teague on his left. Back on defense, we've got Henry and Jax. So that's Henry with the puck, sends it over to Jax. Can't find his stick, but Jax steps up, gets it into some traffic. Steven fighting there. That's to Jax. who sends it into the goalkeeper. Puck stays out in front, but Tigers not able to get there. Golden State does have a shorthanded goal here, so the Tigers have to play aware. Chipped up ice to Teague, who's going to take it up. Teague pushing the puck forward. Teague still with the puck there after some poked off his stick a couple times. That's going to be Jax having to go back and play a puck carrier here. Landon gets the stop. Tried to send that up ice. Got lucky there that Teague able to get the puck out of the zone. We're a minute left on the power play. Henry able to get that to Easton, who's joined the action now. So trying to get some legs on the ice that maybe have a bit more jump. Easton sends that in to the goalie. Tate pressuring on the board there. Teague turning them. That's sent around the boards to, it bounced out funny. That's Colton back on defense. Colton sends it deep to Teague. Teague chips it back. That's going to be Easton able to collect the puck. Easton to Colton. Colton sends it into the net, and the goalie gets that. Probably a little bit of a screen there, but he sees it into his glove. So with 29 seconds left on the power play, coach is going to send out AJ Preston. Center is going to be Easton. Josh back on defense with Colton. So this is that power play group that we've seen. Easton wins that over to AJ. Chipped up the boards, and Golden State with lots of time. Nobody wants to pressure the puck carrier here, and now able to get it past the Tigers. Josh has to work that one, and some contact in the back. We are going to get another man in the board here, but now we're probably going to see a Tiger player to the box potentially as well. Oh. I thought they were going to get, and they did. So Tigers, we're going to go on the power play, but instead we've got some offsetting penalties. Tigers have 7 seconds left on the power play, and then it's going to be 5-on-5 hockey in 7 seconds with 6:18 to play in this third period. It does look like it's going to be, they are getting our guy maybe for a 10-2 there. As the Tigers do have 2 in the box, that's going to be a 10-2 for Easton, so that's going to be the last we've seen of him in this game. And that's Henry at the faceoff. I take that, yeah, that is Henry on the faceoff. Colton skates back to get it, sends it to Josh. Josh chips it up to Preston. And so 5-on-5 now, as Colton's going to get the change to get another one of our, a little bit of confusion on the change here. And I think a penalty on the other end as I was watching confusion for the Tigers on the change. 5:55 left in this third period. It does look like the Tigers are going to go on the man advantage. And that might have been a major, a 5-10 for Easton, as I don't see a penalty on the board for that second. I'm not sure what that is, but there's certainly not time on the penalty on the board for the Tigers for that.
Play smart hockey, Tigers!
And the boxes are getting crowded. Looks like that might have been a major for Golden State. So Tigers on the power play. Colton takes that, sends it toward the net, and the goalie's going to glove that one. 5:49 left in this game. 1:54 on the power play. Power play unit is Henry taking the faceoffs, AJ on the left side of him, Preston on the right. That is one to AJ, who just kind of can't get a stick on it and sends it toward the net. Golden State collects it. Colton able to hold the zone and get that deep. So Colton back on defense with Josh. And Colton again able to hold the zone here. Henry pressuring the puck. The Tigers want to play smart here, protect the lead a little bit. That's going to be sent down the ice for an icing. With 5:23 left in the game, 1:28 left on the power play for the Tigers.
Let's go, boys. Play smart hockey. Let's go.
Henry in for the face-off. Gets tangled up in a bunch of skates. Chipped up and out, and with possession is Golden State. They're going to dump it in. And Colton takes out the attacker there so that Henry can turn that up to Preston. Preston gains the zone. Sends it up the side of the cage. Golden State turns it back the other direction. Henry there. And AJ able to scoop that out, coming around, dances behind the net, loses his skates. Henry now with the puck. 45 seconds left on this power play. Boys want to reverse it behind the net there, and they just kind of keep getting tangled up a little bit. Golden State tries to send that out, held in by Josh. Colton now buys some time and space, tries to backhand and into the glove of the goalkeeper. 4:23 left in this period, 29 seconds left on the power play. Coach is going to send out 5 new players. It's going to be Teague on the ice with Steven and Tate up front. Back on defense, we've got Marshall and Jax. So Steven on the faceoff. Takes the drop, one back by Steven, and that's thrown out of the zone. They say no icing, so the Tigers are going to have to go get it. Marshall does just that. Sends it up the boards. Steven sends it even further up the boards. They say no icing. 15 seconds left on the power play. Tate working the boards. Sends that up front for Teague, who gets a shot, but sent wide by their goalie. Steven battling behind below the goal line there. Tate with the puck. And we are full strength. .338 left in this third period as Golden State works the puck up and out. Jack's able to get that. Ref says no icing, so Jax is going to have to get there. Boys just not quite pressuring the puck. That goes to this near side wide. And that goes into the net, 4-4 with 3:11 left in this. Tigers a little bit flat. So we'll see if we can get the game back with Gavin, Miles, and Hunter up front. Jared on defense with, I believe, Josh. That is Hunter and Miles. Hunter able to get that. Miles reaches for it, but Golden State able to turn it up and come the other direction. Jared tries to stick that one, and Landon able to make the save there. As after that last goal, Golden State has that jump back a little bit. Golden State again sends that into Josh. Miles pressuring on the boards. Gavin able to glove that down. Sends that into the zone, but to the waiting Golden State player. But now an opportunity here as Hunter comes away with the puck, sends it in, rebound there, but Miles just a bit too deep. And so Golden State back the other direction with Jared pressuring the puck carrier. Turned into the center, but Miles there and up the other direction for an odd man rush. He's got Hunter and Gavin with him. Miles sends it across to the center for Hunter. Golden State able to intercept. Gavin working with Hunter on the boards. As Miles goes for a change, I think Steven onto the ice for the Tigers there. Dumped into the zone, under 2 minutes left to play. Josh collects the puck. Sends it up for Preston. So your forwards are going to be Preston, Colton, and Henry. That's Colton with the puck. Jax collects the puck. Turns. Takes his time, gets it to Colton. Colton gets a poke check there, but able to recollect. Sends it deep into the zone. Golden State taps that one, so there won't be icing as Henry's working hard to go get the puck. Colton ties it up, and Colton going to get called there. So with 1:08 left in this third period, the Tigers are going to have to kill off a penalty. As Colton got caught reaching, probably a hooking call there, I would imagine. So when the Tigers have pressured the puck today, and this will be a timeout by the Tigers, to let them catch their breath, and coach is going to talk them through killing this penalty. But the Tigers have looked good when they pressure the puck today. When they've kind of stood back and waited, that's when the bad things have happened. So hopefully we see some boys out there finishing this game that pressure, take away time and space, create opportunities for their teammates by doing that. So it's going to be Henry in for the faceoff with Marshall out on defense, Teague in it forward. Josh turns and sends that up the boards, but can't get it out. That goes wide of the net. Second chance opportunity, but Landon smothers that with 56 seconds left in regulation. Not sure what the overtime policies are for this. I don't know if we'll go 3-on-3 or if they'll just call it a tie. As Henry takes the face off, scoops that to the boards where Teague's able to gather it and chip it up and out. Teague making him take it all the way to the other end. And Tigers happy to let him skate on that far end of the ice. Able to gain the zone, but not with possession as Henry gathers it and turns it out of the zone. With 30 seconds left, Golden State gonna have to gain the zone again. Henry with the good stick to get it up the boards. Golden State able to gain the zone this time with the puck. Oh, and that goes wide to the near side with 10 seconds left in this game. That goes wide of the net near side. Off of Josh and out of the zone, and that'll do it for regulation in this game. And it does look like that'll do it. We'll end this game in a tie. Tigers had an opportunity to come away with the win, but possibly some tired legs there at the end cost them. Boys just not jumping to the puck at the finish there as much as you'd hoped. And so a win within reach. Overall, not a bad day for the Tigers. Would have loved to have come away with the win here. But we'll see what that does for us as we head next weekend to Boulder. So not sure on the time of that. I believe maybe 12:30 Mountain. We'll play Boulder on Saturday in Boulder. And so we'll work on some things in practice this week. Maybe some aggression to the puck would make a huge difference for us. But overall, nothing to hang our heads about too much. And we'll look forward to seeing you again in a week.